debris gets in there and will keep your round from flying out properly. I did notice when I was firing this handgun excessively before cleaning it that the round was having problems ejecting, probably because carbon buildup, and the barrel was probably getting a little warm. And that was typical back in the day before they came out with rifling. The rifling on the barrel is that the spiral inside the barrel, and the rifling was originally designed to keep the carbon, allow you to shoot more rounds before you had to swab it, and it worked. It was a really easy design. The guy thought, well, if I had little chambers in there that catch the carbon, you can allow more bullets to fly through. But at the same time, he didn't realize that the rifling, which is the spiral, also helps accuracy on the on the bullets. So I was able to gain greater accuracy with the bullet and longer distance. So it was a great idea. Always clean your sights too. And this one has the white dots on it. You want to clean those up, make sure they're still pretty, and so you can see them. Okay, clean your springs with the rag. You can use soften on these. This is only plastic, so be careful with this. Don't use anything that will eat plastic to clean it. So once you're done, put your springs back on, little one first, and then the bigger one goes on second. And then you take your barrel, grab your slide, put the barrel like that, slide it forward, drops right into place, push it back. Then take your pin and the springs, and drop it right below where the barrel goes, push forward, and it should pop right in the spot, holding the barrel back. Now the upper receiver is put together. Let's get down into the lower receiver. We're not going to get into taking it apart for the trigger mechanism. Obviously this is would be more advanced to take apart, and not needed really. So everything's self-contained in here pretty much, so getting anything severely dirty, I don't think it's going to happen. But use your rag and Q-tips, clean up in there everywhere, especially where the hammer is going to fly. You want to make sure that's clean. Is it anything obstructing this from moving? It's obviously going to hinder your firing. So once you have everything clean and you're ready to put it back together, there's a little trick to it. So let me explain to you. Lay your slide back onto the receiver there, and then get it in the track, and then slide it all the way back. And now as you can see, I can't go back further. And the reason for that is the pin's not keeping the barrel in place. So using your finger on this, push down on it, allows you to move the barrel, or move the slide back and lead the barrel forward. Now you can see that there's a where the pin goes. You can see if you move the barrel back and forth that you know when you're lined up. So, oh, by the way, don't forget to clean your pin. So once the pin's all clean and that's in the right location, go ahead and slide your pin back in and let it snap into place. Now, if this barrel was back, and I've done it before, it actually slides back with the slide. Obviously, you won't get the pin will go in, but it won't go forward because it misses its hole and it keeps the barrel locked into place. Okay, so now everything's back to normal. Oh, got a text message. Go ahead and drop it forward. Now it's locked into place. Go ahead and dry fire it. Nice, pretty sound. Okay. So that's pretty much it. Now let me talk about some rounds here. I have A lot of you probably use the full metal jackets, Remington, Winchesters, whatever, Federal. These are for range and should not be used for self-defense. Reason being is that the full metal jackets are so small, the 9mm so small, they'll go right through your target and pretty much won't do what you really wanted intended, is to kill a person unless you get a nice artery or a headshot. But this will go right through your target, and we don't want to hit anything beyond our target, so unless you had two enemies standing one behind the other. But how often do we get that shot? Okay, so what I want to talk to you about is the new critical defense rounds that are out, the FTXs. These are pretty awesome. A little expensive, I think. They're 25 rounds for $25, so it's $1 a round. So don't go wasting a clip on your enemy. You don't need to with these, though. Let me explain what goes on here. And you see the polymer fitting inside here. It's a nice little rubber insert there. A little difference between this and the regular full metal jacket is that this one here keeps its shape consistently round after round, and it won't open up until it's through the clothing and into the body. So it's almost like a smart round. And here's on the box. I'll show you the box here, so what it looks like. As you can see, the side view and looking down on it, you can tell that when it mushrooms out, exactly the same every single time, like a fan, and doesn't blister apart, doesn't change its shape. So what I'm saying is that the difference between this and a regular hollow point is that when a hollow point opens up, it can wobble. You know, it might go like, imagine this is the round, and it would go like this, versus this, it's going like this. So consistent, opens up like a fan. It won't do the spinning as much. So check it out. Great rounds. And that pretty much concludes my tutorial on how to maintain your KelTec PF-9